Alright, so it's November 6th, and this is fox number 6 for the year. I caught my first one right over there by the edge of the field, and this guy, it's kind of a funny story. I come in from up there, and at the top of the hill I can kind of see down here, and there's a road that goes through that brush pile there, and I was coming to check traps, and this rock here, there was good sign. And I got out one morning, I was looking down over and I saw a fox standing here by this rock. And this was probably about a week and a half ago. And I was like, oh, sweet. And then I started walking down and the fox started walking towards me. And I realized that he wasn't in the trap. So I was actually looking down between that road, or down the road between the brush piles there. And he started walking like right up the road here. So I only have a 22 handgun, so I wasn't gonna make a shot because that's like 150 yards and I don't have that kind of skill. So I was gonna wait for him to come right up the road and just see if I could get a shot off at him because it looked like a pretty nice fox. And the wind was blowing me down to him, so I think he caught scent and slipped away. But when I got down here, I saw that the set was dug out, and somehow he managed not to step on that MB450. And then I haven't had any activity at this set since then. And I'm pretty sure this might be him because when I saw him, it looked like a pretty nice dark red with a nice white tip on the tail. And so far, all the other 5 foxes I caught have not had that white tip. So I don't know if this is him or not. He doesn't look like a huge fox, but you never know. He seems pretty aggressive and he's pretty upset, so we'll get this taken care of. Alright, so this is after the fact. I had really high hopes for this MB450. This is actually the only one I have, and then I have about a dozen 550s, which worked really well for me last year in the late season. But I was thinking maybe with the smaller size of the 450, you know, it'd be a little bit less to bed, and the pan's actually the same size. So I know they make the MB450 Fox specifically, I guess, honed for fox. This is just a regular 450 offset, but the reason I like 550 so much, you know, they come ready to use out of the box, and it seems like every catch I have, like, it's so much foot in the trap. Like this guy, like, he is well over the pad there, and that's just a really, you know, really good catch. You know, he's not going anywhere, especially out of these cast jaws. So I'm gonna remake this. This guy's beautiful. I'm gonna take my time skinning him. He's not the biggest, he's probably a yearling, but he's got real nice black on the legs and tail. So, alright guys, I'll remake this. Alright, so there's the remake. I caught him on a step down dirt hole, so that's my go-to, so that's what I remade. There's really a strong smell here, like a real skunky smell, as most of the male foxes do. So sometimes I do put a little bit of lure in, and sometimes I don't in remakes. It all depends. This one I chose to, just because today I'm actually pulling most of my line. I'm just leaving 2 doubles. I have one here and then one at the top. So I'm gonna actually move to a different line about half an hour away. So I'm gonna give this a little bit of a break so I don't have to spend, you know, half an hour to an hour up here every morning, you know, running the full line that I have going. So just gonna leave the 2 doubles, you know, keep it short and quick in the morning, you know, before I have to run and check the other line. Yeah, so good luck guys, happy trapping. Alright, so I just got done pulling my last 2 traps, and I got my first silver fox of the year. He's kind of small, and I actually caught him on a Duke number 2. I don't run a whole lot of Duke, but last year I got 3 fox here in a Duke number 2, so to keep with the tradition I put one there. But this is my first possum of the year. He's kind of small, so I wanted to try out my new catch and release pole. Not that you really need it for these guys, but I just wanted to give it a shot, and because his arm was alright and everything, he's very much okay. He's just acting, aren't you, little dude? Yeah, he's just acting. So I think when I fire up the mule here, he'll probably take off. But it's always nice to see, you know, a variety of critters. I like possums. I know there's a lot of trappers who hate them. A lot of people have the mentality you got to clear the junk. Last year I caught about 10 possums and I released all but one of them. So this year I have not caught a single possum up until now, 2 weeks into the season. So as far as I'm concerned, he can go on, keep on keeping on and eat some ticks and live out the rest of his life. So, alright guys, I'll fire it up and see if he takes off running here. Alright guys, thanks for watching.